Hey everybody, welcome to Medling World. Today we have a very cool vlog. We talked about doing this vlog for a little while.
Yes.
We're going to talk about 3 private islands for 3 major cruise lines. We have CocoCay, we have Castaway Cay, and we have Ocean Cay. Come on in, check it out. Alright guys, just like we said, we're going to be doing a review of the 3 major cruise lines that we've been on.
Yes.
They're private islands. So guys, take a moment, subscribe to Medling World if you haven't yet. We're going to give you a lot of details about those islands. And then at the end, we're going to tell you what our favorite one is.
Yes.
Before I start though, people that do watch Medling World who are subscribers, thank you so much. I got to show you this.
Actually, this is our new setup.
Yeah, we figured we'd try something new, guys. You used to see in the red, just the red couch in the wall.
Yeah.
We do have artwork over there, but it never makes the frame. And we have, look at this. We have a little fungo, a Medling World fungo from a friend of ours that lives here in Celebration. Actually, I should say friends. Mike and Kat got me this.
Thank you for the pop. Yes.
Jake's here. So yeah, but let's get started. I just had to at least show you that because I haven't shown it yet on my vlog. It's cool. Yeah. And the box it came in is awesome.
It's really cool, yes.
All right, so Roberta, you want me to start off?
Yes.
All right, let's start off. The first thing I want to tell you guys about is the experience as you're coming into these islands, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
I think they're all kind of different
yes.
feelings. I'll start with Disney because that's the first one that we've ever gone to. And by the way, we've been to all these islands at least 2 times.
2 times, yes.
So we have experience on these islands. When you're kind of coming in to the port at Castaway Cay, I got to remember them all. They're all tongue twisters, right?
Yeah.
When you look out and you see the island,
yes,
it's beautiful. It's nature.
Yeah.
There's so much of the island that's undeveloped.
Undeveloped, yeah.
So you really appreciate the beauty of the island, but you also can see, oh look, there's the beach.
Yeah.
Look, there's some things I can do. So you get a really good feel,
yeah.
a mixed feeling.
Mixed feeling,
and then of course the excitement because it's Disney, right? So you have magic.
Yeah.
Roberta, talk about CocoCay.
CocoCay, so yeah,
which is Royal Caribbean's.
You have more that feeling of the excitement, thrill. I think I would say kind of like almost like amusement park. You see the water slides.
Yeah,
water slides in there. So they have like that vibe and the colors as you know
on
a deck.
Very different feeling, really.
Yes, on a as you walk to the island, so you have a different feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then when you get to the Ocean Cay.
Ocean Cay, yeah.
So which
MSCs,
is MSCs.
yeah.
So and you have like the wow factor, that nature. It's a marine reserve, so it's gorgeous. It's amazing.
It's just beautiful, serenity.
Correct. So yeah, so I think that feeling is like, especially when you're walking in, for an example, CocoCay, Royal Caribbean, you have the vibe, the dancing,
bands,
the DJ, the band, and it's live.
The cruise, hey, what's up? We need, we go, yeah.
And which is Disney, you get the characters and
right.
you know the lines.
Yeah, lines for the pictures and everything. Yeah,
you know,
just like at the parks.
Just like the parks, correct? Yeah. So I think it's very different one from another.
They're all different.
First impression that you have from the islands.
Different energy.
Correct.
They're all beautiful, by the way.
So, and also, you know, maybe if you want to watch our vlogs, you'll see like sometimes depending of the location of your room, you can have a balcony, and what the location is if you want to actually maybe see the island when you are coming in towards the island. Like
we have all those details in our vlogs.
Correct. So we also have it, but today we're gonna try to...
Yeah, we're trying to hit a few different things and talk about all of it.
Yes.
So the second thing we want to talk about, Roberta, is, hey, like, what's there to do on these islands?
Correct.
What's included?
What is included?
One thing is, you can do extra excursions. You can pay for extra things. All of the islands have paid for excursions. But the nice thing about all these islands is there's so many things included. We've never had to pay for anything extra. We never felt like we had to.
Correct.
So that's the one nice thing about visiting any of these private islands, especially with a family. Hey, we're on a budget when we cruise. We'd rather spend the money on getting on the ship and maybe have a nice drink package.
It doesn't mean we won't do it.
No, at some point, but we haven't yet. And we've been there many times.
Many times, yes.
So I'll start off with CocoCay.
Yes.
Perfect day, CocoCay.
Yeah.
So on this island, yes, You can upgrade. You can pay and go to this big water park with all these slides and a
Yes.
wave pool. You can get cabanas. There's other different excursions you can do. But the great thing about CocoCay,
Yes.
there is so much included,
Yes.
including Splashaway Bay for kids.
Yes. There's the entire splash area
It's
with the
all
small
included.
slides, and it is included.
There's like 3 slides, but they're good. Like, I go down them with Jake too.
Yeah.
They're geared for kids. I
Yeah.
would say maybe 10, 11 and younger, but there's a big splash area there. And there's several different beaches around.
Correct.
There's a couple different big areas where you can eat. There's also a couple included, like kind of like walk-up places to get food. There's extra charge dining.
Yes.
CocoCay,
Plus, the pool.
oh yeah.
The
They
pool
have-
with
yeah.
the swimmer bar.
Oh, it's
And
amazing.
there's DJ there.
Yes,
So,
yeah.
So it is.
The
it's a lot to
Oasis
do.
Lagoon, I think they call
Yes,
it. Yeah.
the Oasis Lagoon. But you have also an option if you do want a little bit more thrill in terms of water park. You do have the option to pay.
You can, yeah.
So-
It's really up to you.
Correct, but included it's a
There's
lot
a
to do.
zip line you can pay
Correct.
there.
So you have like more like a quiet pool. You have more like what do you call it? The South Pool? No.
South Beach,
South Beach.
where it's
So-
if you go on a very windy day, go
Correct.
to South Beach.
South Beach. And one thing it is, they have a lot of chairs.
Oh yes.
And the chairs in there, and they have umbrellas,
Oh yeah.
and they're complimentary.
Everything there. Yeah. All the
So,
chairs on the beach.
chairs on the beach, they're
The
complimentary.
umbrellas on the beach. There's
we
no extra
haven't
charge.
had a chance yet to see the new adult only on that.
That's right.
So that's the only area that we didn't get to kind of, and the water park. Yeah.
Right.
But that's the adult only beach. It's also paid. It's a separate charge.
That is true.
So
I think it's pretty reasonable though, if you think about it. I don't think it's too much. It
So-
ranges.
it ranges, yeah.
So when you get to Disney's private island,
Yeah.
there are lots of things included to do as well. They got the beaches, of course.
Yes.
They have an adult beach,
Yes.
which is complimentary. You don't have to pay any
Correct.
extra to go to the adult beach there.
Yes.
I did, if you look back on my last time I was there, I did a kind of a little bit of a mini tour.
Yeah.
The beach, the adult beach, depending on how the tides go, makes a
Yes.
big difference how you're gonna experience
That's
it.
one of the things that does make a big difference.
And nobody can control tides.
Correct.
You know, that's not up. That's nature. You can track the tides and kind of have an idea if it's going to be low or high. But when it's low tide, you got to walk way out, and you're
Yeah.
still up to your ankles. When it's high tide, there's not much beach.
Correct.
So it's very opposite
Yeah.
of each other according to the tide.
So, but also the tide over there, it does affect both beaches in there. That
Yeah, the whole island. It really does
for
affect
the family
island.
because yes, and that affects that a lot because the first one after when you first get to the island, the first beach,
Yeah.
you have a kind of a place that the kids can jump from
Yeah,
the
or
deck
adults,
to the
anybody,
water. Yeah,
yeah.
but the kids normally like to jump from the decks to
Yeah,
the
they
water.
have like there's a
And
lifeguard out there.
both times we went there, like one time Jake was able to for a little bit, but because of the low tide, they can't jump.
They can't,
can
yeah.
use that area. Which also the second beach is the same thing. They have a water slide.
Yeah, it's out in the water though.
Correct.
They use the ocean to do it.
Correct. Which also it does affect a little bit the tide, but it's not as much as the first part.
Yeah, because you can
Yeah.
use that one no matter what the tide
Correct.
is.
But that's a swim up, so they
But
have to swim.
It's deep.
It's deep.
And
Yes.
we went one time, you know, I'm assuming it was high tide. It was well over our heads.
Yes,
Like
well.
I'm talking, the water was 15 feet deep
Yeah,
there.
it's deep. So, but they are nice beaches and the same
yeah.
thing. Yeah, the complimentary.
All the chairs,
Chairs
and
and umbrellas are complimentary.
all complimentary.
They have a small splash area for kids.
We'll get into the food
Yes,
after.
yeah.
We'll talk about each place.
We have like a small splash for areas, which
Oh,
you
yeah.
can use the same systems they use it for, kind of leaving the kids.
They have a
on
kids club there. Yeah.
kids club in there,
Which
so you
is
can leave the kids.
That's the only one that has, I think, as far as I know, the only island out of the three that actually takes the kids club
Yeah.
to the beach.
Yes. So they have
Check
an
on the
area.
ages though. I'm not quite sure. Jake isn't big on the kids clubs.
Yes. And then when we talk about a little bit of an MSC,
Ocean Key, yeah.
Ocean Cay. So it like again, it's gorgeous. But the first beach that you come by the cruise ship, that's the only
Lighthouse.
one. The lighthouse.
Lighthouse Bay Beach.
Lighthouse Bay. That's the only one that you're gonna find a few chairs with a few umbrellas available.
That are included. That's right.
The rest of the beaches are you're gonna be able to find the chairs.
Oh yeah, the chairs.
But not umbrella.
No
Umbrella,
umbrellas.
you do have to rent umbrella for the day. And if you do wanna move from beach to beach, you have to carry umbrella with you.
You know what? I
So-
think there's been an update to that. I just read something. Now, I can't quote on it, but I saw something online where they are changing that. I don't know if it's taking effect now, but they're going to start having the umbrellas out, and then you'll be able to go to a chair with the umbrella if you paid. So you don't have
Okay.
to... It was a big umbrella.
Yeah, it was big.
So
but-
I think if that hasn't started, I'm listen, I don't work for the cruise line, but as far as I know, they are going to change it and make it more convenient to the passengers.
But you hope so. But the last time we've been there,
Yeah.
which was recent, was last
Yeah.
month, it was still like you had to carry an umbrella. So hopefully that will change.
And if you want to rent an umbrella, do it before, because
Yeah.
it's like you save a lot of money. It was like
And-
almost $30, I think, to rent day of, but if you did it prior, I think it was like 18 and 19.
Talking about rental, just quick, we never rented a cabana
Cabanas.
before.
No.
But when we do our tours, one thing I do have to mention,
Yeah.
the cabanas at MSC, they are not in a good standing.
They didn't seem very
No.
good.
So that's one of the things that even though we never rented, they are basic.
At least the ones
And
at South
I
Beach
do-
we saw, yeah.
So I do believe that MSC needs to maybe keep
Yeah,
a little
it-
bit up to date with their.
They seemed like they were pretty beat up.
Yes.
And it didn't look like there was much to it. It just kind of was very open. It was more like if you wanted shade.
Shade, that's it.
And
Because
a
there was
couple
no,
loungers,
yes, there
like
was
a
nothing.
little couch, but
Yeah.
there wasn't much in there.
It seems like it, it was a little bit comfortable today, but it's
Yeah, there wasn't
no,
much to them though.
No,
And you
so-
can rent cabanas at any of these islands.
any of the islands. But if anything, that's one of the islands that I would not,
Yeah.
suggest
No,
that
I wouldn't either.
that to rent from. And hopefully they will
They'll improve that.
improve that.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. It is a beautiful island though.
Yeah.
It's much more of a natural island. There's no pools. There's
Yes.
no water slides.
No.
There's nothing really.
Which at Disney also there's no pools at Disney.
No, there's no pools.
There's no pool at Disney. So the only one that has a pool
Yeah.
which is zero entry. Perfect Day CocoCay
Yeah.
from Royal Caribbean. And again, there was a bar,
And it's
there's
included.
DJ,
It's free
included,
to use.
correct. So
Yeah.
but
Very,
the next
very cool.
thing it is we need to
Food.
talk about is food.
Food. Very important to talk about food.
Yes. So food.
Go ahead.
So the best setup for me in terms of food, setup for you to not wait in line, it was Royal Caribbean by far. You have the stations, they are separate, and you can just go in and out of different places quick.
Yeah.
Get your food, and they do have some. Doesn't have a lot of birds, I would say.
Yeah, they did a good job.
They
with,
did a
like,
good job.
yeah.
That doesn't have a lot of birds, but you can.
You're on an island.
You know,
There's
in an
gonna be
island.
birds, and there's gonna be.
Like, and if you're, especially if you're eating in the sand, that you're gonna have some ants and things like that, which is, normal. But the best setup for you to pick up the food, it was by far for me.
Yeah.
And the options,
Of seating too.
yes.
As you were saying, they have that big
Yes,
deck. They have a
the
nice
big
big
deck.
wooden deck right on the water where you can go and sit and eat.
Correct. And there is more than one location.
And the
So-
food was pretty good
The
there.
food was good.
Food was
So,
pretty good there.
Disney, I think it was very limited, the food. And
Yeah.
to be honest with you, was my least favorite.
I agree, 100%.
My Disney
Cookies.
was my
Yeah,
co-
cookies
yeah,
is
it
what
was-
they call their
And
buffet
plus,
on the island.
one good thing it is in terms of allergy, I could
They did have a good allergy.
I could request advance
Advance request, yeah.
request for Disney, which is it's a good thing. But it's very limited the options.
Yeah, it is.
I do like, ice cream on island. I don't think.
Oh yeah, Disney does have that nice banana
The-
ice cream.
yeah, but-
Banana soft serve makes,
That was a good thing.
But their food, I agree, Roberta, I think was my least favorite. It was very just
Yes.
bland.
Yeah.
It didn't have a lot of flavor.
But when we talk about
Ocean Cay?
Ocean Cay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about
It's
it.
a double-edged sword.
Yes. So first,
I love Roberta's
the
taking over the
line.
vlog.
The line.
Oh, the line for the buffet.
The
there.
line for the
They
buffet.
are improving this though, guys.
Yes, they are building a
They're
new
building
one.
two
Correct.
of them. Right now is one.
The line. But in terms of flavor of the food,
Yeah.
that was my favorite.
I agree. They had good. Overall their food was good.
Yes.
and they even like their burgers were pretty good.
Yes. They had good options too, like
they had
mixed salads, and
fish.
they have beans, and they have all like different.
I think they had some fish and chicken, and they
Yeah.
had a lot of salads.
So I really liked it.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, the most amount of flies,
Yeah, lots of bugs.
bugs, flies, it was from MSC. So I
Yeah.
think that and it was
And birds.
very hot.
A lot of birds, and
Yeah.
even under the canopy there, yes,
Hot.
it was beginning of June, which it's summer, but it's not like August summer.
No,
and
it
it was
was
right in the
hot.
beginning. That was hot. It wasn't a very comfortable environment to eat. They also have some food trucks that are included,
Correct.
but that's very limited food.
Yes.
Not a lot
It's
of
convenient
options.
if you're like far away from it, but keep in mind on a second day if you're staying overnight MSC,
Yeah.
there was no food in Ireland.
No, you
so
leave early,
it's a couple
11 a.m.,
it's a
11:30.
couple bars open.
Mm-hmm.
So and talking about bars.
Oh yeah, plenty of bars on all
Plenty
of
of
them.
bars. Yes,
all of
all
them
of
have
them.
bars, but I would say probably I can think CocoCay has. I think it's called Skipper's Dock or something. Skippers, I think it might be called, or Captain Jack's or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's kind of right there, right
Yeah.
before you get to the main buffet.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
Yes.
It's got somebody in the comments remind me of the name of that. I'm sorry I forgot it off the top of my head because we kind of just walked through it and we're like, wow, that's really
Yeah.
nice. And they have some extra bonus food in there that
Yes.
you can pay for.
That's it.
And then around the island there's different bars that you can go to and get beverage. So yeah, Disney had a bar I remember out on the point there.
Yes.
So yeah, they all have bars. Ocean Cay as well has actually had quite a few bars.
Yeah. there
Every
are-
beach had at least one there.
But the difference is Royal Caribbean and MSC, they do have drink packages,
Yes,
which Disney doesn't.
that's true.
So
Good
if-
point. I love
So
Roberta on this
if
vlog
you
right now.
if you are actually like at Disney and if you only with included, then you have to go to the main dining area to grab drinks.
Yeah, yeah.
So unless if you are in a bar and you want to pay for it. So if you have a drink package, what they will also
it connects out into the
connect to
island.
the island, so
MSC
you
and
can
Royal,
go to
yeah.
any of the bars and you can get anything that's included with
We
your drink
loved
package.
it. We loved
Yes.
it. We do a lot of mocktails, and we were out at the Lighthouse Bar there.
Oh,
Lighthouse
that was
Point
so
Bar, I
good,
think they might
yes.
call it something like that. And it was
like-
beautiful there,
yes.
man. The ship is right there. You
Yes.
have the nice beverage. You can have whatever you like. It's just peaceful, serenity.
It was
Oh,
nice.
Beautiful.
Yes. Yes.
They're all so different from each other,
Correct.
really. But at the same time, they try to provide all that nice comfort.
Correct.
All right, let's get on to the next thing, Roberta. I got a few things
Yeah,
listed
we have
here.
a few things. I think about convenience of everything in the island,
Yeah.
transportation and things like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So how do you feel about it?
I feel like they all. Well, I would say they all do have the. They all have trams. Yeah, they all do have transportation to bring you around the island.
Yes.
I would say though, the one that I like the most, I would say Disney's is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Disney's will pick you up pretty close to where the ship. Well, a little bit of a walk from the ship, but
Yes.
say you want to go out to the adults area, which is kind of like on the other side of the island.
Yeah.
They will bring you all the way there.
Yes.
CocoCay too will drive you around the island.
Yes.
But I thought MSC's same thing, but you have to have some patience with that.
Yeah.
That one I think took a while.
It was the most limited one, I would say.
Yeah.
It takes a while, and it was the most limited one in terms of location.
I would say though, for me, CocoCay, I didn't really need it because you can kind of walk that island pretty good.
As long as you get to the center, then you
Yeah.
can just like go.
You
to
learn little
different
shortcuts.
areas. Yes.
Kind of from the big pool.
And a lot of times that's what we do. We go to the main pool.
Yes.
And then we enjoy the pool. Then we go check something
Yeah, if
else
you
and we
watch
come
our
back,
vlogs,
or
yeah.
go eat and come back. So I think that's
We've tried a lot of the beaches there.
yeah.
Yeah, I think overall navigating
Yeah.
out of all the islands, I would say I do like CocoCays. I think
Yeah.
that it's very easy to navigate.
Correct. So in for accessibility, they all have accessibility
Yeah.
chairs.
They have the big
But
chairs with the big wheels. You can roll you in the
If
sand.
I remember good, CocoCay, which is Royal Caribbean, and Disney, I do believe they both had stroller.
I think you're right. Yeah.
I'm
I
not-
don't. I know Royal definitely had the stroller.
I couldn't remember
stroller.
much of the Disney, but Royal for sure has the stroller
Also
with the
for
big wheels
accessibility. Yeah.
for accessibility. But MSC we did not
Yeah.
see anything,
Can't-
and also
no, MSC just had the regular kind of a wheelchair with the big wheels.
correct. Also, Disney and Royal Caribbean they had complimentary
Life vests.
life vests.
Oh yes, Ocean Key does
Ocean
not.
Key did not. So
No.
that's one of the things that you keep in mind.
Yeah.
So if you're,
Yeah.
traveling with MSC, even at the ship itself, they did not have complimentary. We did not see. Maybe they do have it. I'm not sure, but we did not see the complimentary vest. So make sure you bring it if you're going with the kids. Something
Yeah,
they
yeah,
can,
for sure.
or they probably sell at.
Yeah.
Yeah, and talking about salad.
Roberta's on a roll, man.
Talking about
This is
salad.
Roberta's vlog. I'm just gonna sit back, man. Enjoy my
Talking
drink.
about shopping.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. They all have some shopping though. They all have good shopping actually.
Yeah, a lot of.
They all have nice shopping.
I just feel like Royal Caribbean was very
Repetitive.
repetitive.
Yeah.
All of the same things in different.
Yeah, it did
Which
seem like that.
which I am not a big fan of that. Like
Yeah.
I go to places I want to see a lot of local different things, and that's what I like. So MSC, it was very cute.
Nice.
Very
Shops.
cute. The shops are there. They are nice. They have different things, and they have the local things. Sometimes handmade, sometimes not, but very cute.
They
Which
keep with
isn't
the culture of the
correct.
Bahamas. They really do.
Yes.
They really incorporate
I
a
think
lot of
that
that
was
in their
really
island.
cute, and
That's
plus-
why it's a preserved.
Yes.
Sorry.
The marine, yes, preserved. Disney, as you expect, a lot of Disney stuff, a lot of Mickey
Oh, at
Mouse,
Disney,
But they also have
Nice
local,
shops, though. Nice
they also
shops.
have, So if anything, I would hope that Royal Caribbean would
Yeah, just get it a little bit more up to date and
Correct.
have a little bit more variety.
more local things,
Yeah.
like more things that handmade or
Yeah, I agree with
more
that.
beach things like that. So
Yeah, and I know we talked about beaches, but I think overall, when you think of MSC and you think of the beaches, there's a good variety of different calmnesses of water, I guess, because it is a natural reserve, right? That was part of the deal they made with the Bahamas Island is they really wanted this certificate because part of MSC is really conservation. They're really
Yes.
big into it with their cruising. If you've been on your ships, it's all over the place. And they made that island so beautiful and they preserved a lot of the coral around it. So they left a lot of natural beach.
yes,
So there's beaches like North Beach. You go to North Beach, that's pure ocean right there. Then you have the South Beach, which is almost kind of like a channel they made through almost. And it's much more calm.
yes.
And then you have the other beach, the Lighthouse Bay, I think they call
Yeah.
it, beach right by the ship, where it's beautiful to snorkel.
Yes.
There's such a beautiful variety of beaches there that is
Correct,
so
yes.
natural.
Yes.
Even though that island was really built from the ground up.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah.
sand mining island.
Yeah. So
And then if you talk about CocoCay,
Yeah.
again, nice variety of beaches. If you get there on a windy, cooler day and you want a little bit, maybe not so much wind, South Beach is a great place.
Yeah.
Water's calmer, less wind.
yeah.
And then of course Disney, both the beaches were pretty calm.
Yeah.
But the tides do affect a lot more, I think, at Disney more than any of the
More
other.
than any other islands.
Yeah.
I believe so too.
So that's about.
I agree.
That's with the beaches.
Yeah.
And we talked a little bit about the
Yeah.
beaches. How about overall maintenance of the islands, Roberta? What do you think? Like which ones did you see anything run down, beat up? I mean, what do you think? We talked a
think,
little bit about the cabanas.
No, but in terms of that, I think the cabana and I think also the umbrellas. I think that of any island, for some reason, MSC, I felt like was the most that needed attention. Not just the main
for the
area.
amenities that the
Correct.
passengers use.
Correct.
Not for the natural beauty, I don't think.
Correct. But yes, the amenities, yes.
Yeah.
I think it needs a little bit more attention, which is different than if you wanted to keep a vibe of the natural beauty. Is different than it needs some attention.
Yeah, okay, the paint's falling off, or it's weathered, or,
So, and I think all of but I think both CocoCay and Castaway Cay, they both, I think they're very up to date.
Oh, yeah.
But one thing that I really liked about MSC Island, it was they had showers outside every bathroom they went.
yeah.
It was
That is a good point.
You had a place to wash your feet.
They had an outdoor shower, you could rinse sand off.
And
Jake loved it.
It was all over the place because
there was several of
with
them.
sensory, he doesn't like to have sand, on his feet when he's walking. So every time he could go there and just wash, and we keep going.
And then he could put on his sandals,
Correct.
and they had nice walking paths.
Yes.
At Ocean Cay. Ocean Cay is such a weird because it's beautiful.
Yes.
There's lots of things that are really like wow, but then there's some beat up stuff.
Yes.
Right. And the other ones I think overall are pretty well maintained.
Yes, very well maintained. And also,
we're
when we're
almost
talking
to the
about
end, guys.
the crew of the island.
Yeah, and then we'll give you our favorites.
Yes. So, but the crew, a lot of the crew, they are coming from the ship.
Yes,
correct?
most of them. Yeah.
So, if you like the customer service from all of them, then normally is the same.
Yeah, there are crew members on each island that actually live on the islands.
Correct.
I would say MSC has the nicest living areas for their crew members.
It's beautiful.
It's like it looks like condos right on the beach.
It's beautiful.
But they all do have crew members that live on a particular island. Right. But like you said, Roberta, they're coming off the ship, they're working, and then they're going back. So
I personally,
they work hard.
I love all three of them. I have no complaints.
Oh, we doing a favorite?
No. I'm talking
crew.
about crew. Customer service. I think I liked all.
Oh, they all had great customer service.
We didn't have any major issues in any of them, and actually the opposite. I think we normally make a lot of friends when we go.
Yeah, we make a lot of friends.
We make a lot of friends with the crew members. That every time we go to the, this is our favorite waitress or waiter, and we just talk to the crew.
And then they recognize us. They come back. Hey guys, what's up? Oh, we'll try this.
In terms of crew,
oh, I'm gonna be in this area later. You're gonna be there. Yeah, it's cool.
It's really cool. So I think the crew, in general.
I think I'll just throw one more comment in there, just for people that are like maybe budget minded.
Yes.
You may think because it's Disney, it's gonna be above and beyond and be so much more fantastic than Royal or MSC. That's not the case in our experience. And like I said, we've been on these cruises several times.
And if you watch our channel,
you'll
you know how much I love Disney.
No, but there's not,
yes.
There's not this, okay, Disney may have a little edge, obviously, but there's not, an MSC maybe with crew a little bit down, but there's not a huge gap between us, because believe me, on MSC, I've seen people go above and beyond than I saw on Disney in certain areas and vice versa. So they all kind of, at the end, they're very close.
They're very close, yes.
And Disney's much more expensive. And I don't think, just what I'm saying, that's why I want to get into what my favorite island is, because...
But before your favorite, it's a good point for people maybe to take in consideration. So, for an example, if you says, but Disney have the water slides, for an example.
Yeah.
But for the amount of money that you spend on Disney cruise, if you want a water slide, you can pay at Royal Caribbean's
That's
private
a great
island.
point. You could actually pay to use it, and you'd still have a cheaper cruise.
You still have a cheaper cruise.
Probably by half.
So, but
still,
if that's the case, and plus, in terms of kids, also Royal Caribbean has the small slides for kids.
Yeah, there's a lot of included stuff.
So, so all the things, but I think in the end, when you pick, I think it's mostly, you have to ask yourself, do you like to relax more?
Yeah.
Do you like more of
the action? Do you love Disney?
Do you love Disney? So all this may be, this is only our opinion.
I'm going to tell you, I don't even know if we didn't talk about what
No, we don't talk. We know Jake's a favorite.
Yeah,
Or Jake's favorite.
But this is what our opinion is. After we're telling you everything, this will be our opinion of what our favorites are or whatever. But of course it's up to you. That's why
Yeah.
we're making this vlog. We just think that it can help people.
Yes.
And that's what our channel's about.
So
We're a channel for everybody.
Correct. Yeah. So what is Jake's favorite?
Oh, Jake already told us his favorite. He's
Yeah.
playing games. He was in it now. I think he peeked on one time. His favorite is CocoCay.
Correct.
Perfect Day CocoCay is his favorite. Now, we do live close to Disney.
Yes.
We are minutes away from all the
I'm
parks.
a cast member if you're new to
I'm
our
a
channel.
former cast member. We go to the parks a lot. So, Jake gets to experience Disney all the time. So
Yes.
for him, going on Royal is maybe for somebody who doesn't get to go on Disney a lot,
Correct.
going on Disney. So, but that's his pick.
Yes.
Roberta, or do you want to go last?
You can go first.
I'm going to give them to you in order. And you may be surprised. My number one pick, I agree with Jake. My number one favorite private island that I've been to out of these three is Perfect Day CocoCay. It has everything I like. It has the action. It has the relaxing. It's got the food. It's got the pool.
Yes.
It's got the place, the splash away for the kids. I
Yes.
just think it's so awesome. I love it. I love the vibe of it. By far, and it's a far number one for me. In second place, I would put Disney. I would say I do like Disney. Disney's right there in second place, but Ocean Key is right there. But they're so different. It's hard to really. It's all what you
Yes.
like. But that's my top three.
Yes.
Disney I do like because it's magical
Correct.
and it's happy and it makes you feel good when you see Mickey Mouse or whatever,
Yes.
or Goofy. So yes, that's how I would rank my three. But this is the big one. Roberta, what do you think?
So I do agree with you. Which
Really?
is surprising.
In the
because
same order?
I think last time I've been to the Disney Island, I think it went down. And I think
Well-
that it's still right there with the Royal, but I don't think, like you said, I think nowadays Disney, it's not as above, which for me used to be. Like for me, Disney was always number one.
Yeah, it
for a lot of
was.
different
Believe
reasons.
me. That's why we live here. That's why we live 10 minutes away. That's why Roberta works at Disney.
So, but I think nowadays, I agree with you. I do believe that Royal Caribbean has a lot of things that actually have the check mark for me. Yes, if the island is not my favorite food, it's okay because I'll be back in the ship and I have awesome food in there.
Yeah.
My favorite places that you're gonna find it when you get to the cruise ship. So, yes, would it be a make it or break it when I'm in an island? No, I'm okay to have a cheeseburger in an island. I'm okay with that.
Or the tacos or whatever.
Correct.
they have.
Actually, the tacos are very good, by the way.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I agree, and I think that I enjoy a lot the MSC Island.
Yeah.
Relaxing. I think that was very peaceful last time we were there.
Oh, it was.
We enjoy a lot.
None of them are bad.
Correct.
I wouldn't say they're all bad.
It was all
That's
good.
just how I would put them in my order.
But I think that I want to go to Disney Island and not have to be spending 30 minutes on island to take a picture with the character. I don't know how Disney can do that. But I want to be on vacation and not have to be concerned every minute that I want to be in another line, in another line, in another line. So, and I think, so for an example, when we go get food, Royal Caribbean has different sections that you don't necessarily have to be on a line.
Yeah,
So
true.
and so a lot of things that I think it's more convenient. And I, like you said, if I want to relax, I can go to the beach. But if I want action, I can go to the pool. I can have
Yeah,
the
that's
DJ.
what CocoCay's about.
Yes.
They call it Perfect Day CocoCay, right?
Because you can make your perfect day.
It's whatever you want.
Correct.
And like you said, they do have the water park that we've never even been to.
I think it's time.
Yeah. But I mean, one thing you have to understand is it's not that we don't want to go to that water park, it's that it costs money.
Yes, it does.
And that's really why we're making this vlog, to tell you, you don't
Yeah.
have to go to that
You
water
don't have
park to
to.
have a great time there.
Correct.
If you want to go, by all means, I want to go, and at some
Yeah.
point we will, but right now, there's a budget for everything. So, okay, do I want to enjoy a drink package every day in my cruise, or do I want to go to the
Yeah.
water park? We enjoy a lot of water parks here
Yes.
in Orlando, so it's not something that's top priority.
Yes,
But maybe if you're in the Midwest,
Yes,
and you
may
want to be at the
yes.
beach and go to a water park and look out and see the ocean,
Yeah.
and there's,
But one thing, nobody can beat Disney.
what?
is the banana soft serve.
No, well, that's really what.
The banana soft serve.
Yeah. I think we
Yes.
touched everything here. Anything?
Yes.
Any final comments? Oh, a shout out too. If you're interested in Labadee,
Yes, Labadee. Yes,
We've
we did
also
not
been to
include
Labadee.
Yes, right now I think that it's not going as often.
I think right now that
I'm not sure if it's going or not.
Yeah.
So, but
and it's limited.
it's very limited.
But we have been there.
It is gorgeous there.
Just to touch on it before we end the
It is
vlog, if
gorgeous.
you are wanting
I-
to know our opinion, it's
Yes,
beautiful.
It's beautiful.
That is
and
my-
I think you should
gorgeous.
definitely check it out. Our
We have
video.
a
I'm
vlog
gonna
on
put
it.
a link here. There.
The one thing that stands out for me with the memories at that island were breathtaking.
Yes.
When I looked out and I saw, I'm going over there.
Yes.
That looks like paradise. Like
Yes.
really, like that's paradise. There's mountains and the ocean.
Yes,
and,
it's gorgeous.
and the people were so great on the island.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It remind me of home. Remind me of Brazil.
Brazil, yeah.
Yes, it reminds me
it
like
was
the
so
ocean
beautiful.
with the mountains.
It's just
and
very
all that.
natural.
Yeah, so you should definitely check it out, Labadee.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, yes, but I think that if
think that
if
covers
there's any
everything.
comments or anything like
Yeah,
that.
we always love the comments. And
Yeah.
we read them all. We try to answer as many as we can, but we
Yes.
definitely read them all.
Yeah.
So leave us some comments. Maybe I was wrong about something. Maybe I said something wrong. Let us know. We'll fix it. That's
Yeah.
that's what we're here for.
Yes.
To bring our adventures to you on Medling World, because that's
Yeah.
what our channel's about. It's about the adventure.
Yeah.
It's about the fun, and it's about the information. And if
Yes.
things don't go great, we also should love to share that.
Yes.
We're a channel for everybody. So guys, please take a moment. Subscribe to Medling World if you haven't yet. And last but not least, see ya!